Here we have square counters. These square counters we already used for oral counting. In the same way, we will use them here as well. Similarly, we have yellow cubes of base 10 block. There are different TLMs. For numbers 1 to 9, we will use these yellow cubes. Next is number line. Using the number line, we can count from 1 to 100. For children of first grade and second grade, we use the number line and clips to teach and practice. Recitation of numbers, that is, telling the numbers orally from 1 to any possible number. It can be 1 to 20. You can teach up to the level of their interest because they have to assimilate it. Mugging becomes necessary and so they have to continue in the same line. However, when we start writing in the beginning, we show them to write the numbers 1 to 9 only. Later, when they understand place value, only then we teach them two-digit numbers. So, in this video, we learn how to write numbers 1 to 9. Let us see that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Firstly, we teach them to write only up to 9. Now, 1, when we write 1, it should not be written like this. Many of them practice it like this, but please discourage this because if they write it in any which way, it will look like 7. So, we don't want this practice. Most of us, we practice writing 2 like this with a loop. But this is a little difficult, complicated. If it is a little extended, it looks like 3. So, we should practice writing 2 like this. And we should avoid writing 2 like this. They should be able to recognize this as 2 when it is written by somebody else. 3 is okay. Now 4. In books, 4 is printed like this. In print, it is like this. But please do not teach the children this. Let them write 4 like this only. Because when the children write it, there are chances it might look like 9. So, this is right. This should not be written. They should be able to understand that this is 4 when somebody else has written it. That's all. Some people cross the 7 like this. This is not necessary. A simple 7 is enough. Do not encourage the extra line. Let us look at 8. Many people write 8 in different ways to make it look like 8. But this is the way to write 8. There is something special here, left brain and right brain. Both sides of the brain. In order to give exercise to the brain, making children write 8 in a big way is a very popular exercise. So, writing 8 like this is the correct method. This is what we think. Till now, we have seen how to write numbers 1 to 9. Now, 1. When we say 1, The child, in its mind, should get the image of 1, this number. When we say 2, the child should get this image, and when we say 3, the child should get this image. This is oral number name association. That is, they should know the relationship between oral numbers and written numbers. How can we do this? Let us see. This can be done by repeatedly writing this. Then, in the later stages, in the representational stage and abstract stage, they will learn it by regular practice. The habit of reciting and writing numbers is practiced in almost all schools now. Along with this, how to do it using TLMs, let us see now. We have a few square counters here. How many square counters are here? We need to see. This is a quantity. Related to this, which is the number or digit, is what we need to find out. How do we do this? By counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 square counters here. In this quantity, there are 8 square counters. We have to write the number 8 and represent these square counters. This is quantity numeral association, or the relationship between quantity and numbers. We can learn the same by using a different TLM. We can call the children, give the objects to the children. In so much, how many cubes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have, by counting, we know it is 7. They should be able to write 7. They should know how to write it. Make them write on the board. Now, these objects represent number 7. There are 7, not just by saying orally, even in writing, children must know how to write number 7. Similarly, for another activity, call the children. Here, how many beads are there? Let us start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 beads we have here. Children must write the number 9. Make them practice it. How can we represent this? Take a square line notebook. Now, tell the children to fill some of the squares with colors. How many ever they want. Not too many. A few of them. Like this. Children will slowly start filling them with different colors. Let them do it slowly. Ask them to count them now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let them write the number 4. Now the children need not write this exactly in this manner. They can write it in a different manner also. They can do it like this also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let them write the number 5. Or they can do it like this also, right? This is also correct. They have to count how many squares are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let them write the digit 6. Sometimes children will keep doing it in the same way. To encourage their creativity, to boost their imagination, we can draw different patterns and ask the children to count the squares. Then they will know 4 is not just what is long, but the other squares also which are colored, they can draw and count the other squares too. In this way, they can happily draw different patterns very easily. Now, you might have a question. What will some children do? They will draw a square here and then one here. What do we do now? All these are not together. This is separate, and this is separate. This we might join. Then, we should not directly tell them it's wrong. Let us draw a border around these squares. Make a box. How many squares did you color inside this box? Ask them to count these squares. In future, ask them to draw the boxes closer. Now, how many we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have colored 5 boxes. Inside this box, right? Children are normally creative, but we must ensure that they do not cross the framework. That way, the learning becomes clear. Our next stage is number quantity association or numeral quantity association. That is the relationship between number name and number quantity. It is the same what we learned till now, but there is a slight difference. Now, I will call out a number. Only after that, we have to arrange the TLM. Now, will you give me a number? It should be within 9. Okay, 7. Now, let us take some TLMs. From this, the child should give me 7. Let them write number 7 on the board. Then give me 7 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Some pronounce 7 differently, but I will say it the way I learnt it. Now, out of so many square counters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have picked 7 square counters. This is the quantity related to the number I gave you, correct? Similarly, I have some yellow cubes here. I'll place some here. Now, one number, 4. 4 cubes should be shown. I can call a child or give it to some children and make it a group activity. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the number we require? The number I said was 4. Therefore, I have picked out a quantity of 4 and gave them. Like this, we can do the same activity by using a different TLM. Now, I will give this clip to the child and ask her to show me 9 beads. What will the child do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The child will put the clip here. Now, let us check if this is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.